Use the referral link in the description to g2a.com for all of your Xbox codes, PlayStation codes and video games, and be sure to use the code CHES at checkout to get yourself 3% cash back. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 6 of Season 2 here in the Youth Road to Glory. Today is the month of December. Start on December the 1st with a game against Rochdale, but we'll be simulating that and the game against Charlton. I want to play Rotherham because I'd like to give myself the best possible chance of getting through in the FA Cup for a money-spinning tie in the third round. We'll then simulate Bury, play Fleetwood, I think, sim Cambridge, I don't know whether I'll play or sim Barnsley at home, and then we'll either play or sim Plymouth. I'm not sure which of the two games at the end of the episode I'll play or sim. I'm going to sim Cambridge because we have them again in January, and that one's the away tie, so I'll play Cambridge there. Obviously, being a Cambridge United fan, I'd like to play both games, but I think it's more important that I play either Barnsley or Plymouth towards the end of the episode. So we'll do that, but like I say, we'll start with Rochdale and Charlton. Do drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content. A couple of you have been pointing out that we have, of course, this young striker that we believe is a Samuel Eto'o regen. I haven't yet seen him grow at all, though. He's still 55 rated, annoyingly, but fingers crossed, in January I should be able to try and buy him, and that would at least give us one new striker. I've added Zlatan to the shortlist because when he retires, his regen will be available to pick up. I can't add David Villa to the list because it says he's retiring and I'm not able to. It just says there are no actions for a retiring player. So at the end of this season, David Villa's regen will be available. Barzali's already retired. There are a couple of other players as well that have retired in-game whose regens I haven't yet been able to find. Obviously, we've got what we believe to be Pirlo and Samuel Eto'o's regens, and hopefully next season we'll be able to find David Villa or an Ibrahimovic or maybe a Barzali regen. We'll just have to wait and see. But so in fact, a Barzali regen may even be this season. I might have missed it. But anyway, moving forward, let's simulate this game against Rochdale and try and put together a good run of form. We're in alright form, actually. We had a better episode last time than we did the time before. And fingers crossed, we can build on what we had yesterday with regards to good form. We actually beat Barnsley, of course, who were top of the table by, I believe it was a goal to nil. I might be mistaken. I think it was 1-0. Dimitrov, our free-scoring left-back, makes it 2-0, though, here against Rochdale, just on the brink of half-time. As we move with 20 minutes to go, they get a man sent off, which will suit me down to the ground. We've got a third through Ruben Hara again from the penalty spot. That's a solid victory there. Very pleased to start this episode off in that manner. And we've gotten some more reports. 80 to 84 is the potential for George Jackson. If I back up, I think I've still got one more month, don't I? Yes, I've still got one more month. All right, I'll go back in. Right, so George Jackson, I'll leave it for one more month just to see if he's a centre mid or a CDM. I'm not really looking for centre mids, to be honest. 74 to 94 for Oliver Rose, a centre back. I do need centre backs, so I am going to sign him. Joel Kelly, 83 potential, no. 81, no. 54 to 72, no. 55 to 77, no. 58 to 80, no. 69 to 93 intrigues me, although a starting rating of max of 50 kind of leads me to believe he's not going to be that good. And then 48 to 66 is definite no as well. George Jackson, I mean, I should probably just sign him up, shouldn't I? But we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. Give it another month. Right. The other one, he's in Brazil, I believe. Yes. We have potentially Diogo Neves, 69 to 89. Gonna say, well, let's wait until we can see exactly what position he plays. 51 to 69, I'm afraid, is a certain no, as is 59 to 79, as is 43 to 59. Not getting much luck out in Brazil right now, unfortunately. Not getting much luck out in Brazil at all. Still waiting for strikers. Still not had any strikers come through the youth setup yet. Apparently really hard to get your scouts to find strikers. We'll have a quick look actually and see if there's any 4-star scouts available, because they do refresh once every week, I believe. You guys told me that every Friday the scouts refresh. Only a 3-star, 4-star currently, which is Ewan Phillips. So we shall advance a little bit further, simulate the game against Charlton, and then have another look just before the game at the weekend. Simulate Charlton here. Fingers crossed we can get another good result. Well, lads, they're actually in good form, Charlton, as you can see. Won their last 3 at the very least. Marine Ruiz gets himself booked after a minute. doesn't necessarily fill me with confidence that he'll be able to avoid a second yellow. Hara with a penalty again. Ruben Hara scoring a number of goals for us in the simulated games this season. They can't help themselves. Ruben Hara and Dimitrov are giving Taylor and Appiah a run for their money with regards to striking roles and the goal-scoring roles. There's Lyle Taylor popping up with one. Another 3-0 victory, perhaps? Indeed it is. Back-to-back 3-0 wins. That is very, very pleasing indeed. Now, the next game was Rotherham in the FA Cup. We'll advance as far as that and have another quick check at the youth scouts. Dave Murray's been loaned out. That's good news. As I mentioned in the last episode, trying to loan out a number of young players now. Loan offering for Stoyanov as well that I shall be accepting from Halmstad. There you go. He can go out there for the rest of the year, hopefully, if he'll accept it. Right, let's have a quick look and see if there is a fresh set of scouts. There are still only 3-star, 4-star. Come on, game. I've not had one option of a 5-star. Even before I had the budget to be able to afford said 5-star scout, I've not had the option to buy one. Really frustrating, but as long as things keep going right on the pitch, then that's the most important thing for now, isn't it? Right, Rotherham in the FA Cup first. That's a lovely through ball. Proctor's in behind here, trying to outmuscle him with Ruiz, but not able to. Simple save, though, for Bennett. We did play Rotherham in the last episode, also away from home in the league, of course. And that ended up in a 0-0 draw. So I'm hoping to improve here and play, says as he gives away possession rather tamely, play slightly better and get us through to the next round of the FA Cup, because with it being the third round, all the Championship and Premier League teams get involved for the very first time in the competition, and it would be great to either test ourselves against Premier League opposition, as we have had the chance to do previously against Everton, I think, in season number 1 in the Carabao Cup, or was that, may even have been this year actually, and or also maybe even face a Championship side and see how we might fare, give us a rough idea of how we might fare next season, because I'm pretty sure we're going to end up getting promoted this year. Oh, jeeps, please, please. Oh, wide of the target. I'm pretty sure we're going to get promoted this year. I'd be pretty frustrated if we aren't. I'd love to get up in Season 2 and not have to spend 3 years in League 1. So fingers crossed things go right for us in the Cup here, and they'll continue to go right for us in the League after this game. We've had 2 3-0 victories so far today, so things have started off in the right manner. We just need to continue in that vein of form. Hughes, Taylor, Kwesi, who's bursting forward. That's a good first touch as well. Kwesi in the box. Kwesi fires wide. I need that sort of opportunity, but on the other side of the box, so I can shoot on his right foot. Our first real chance of the game after 39 minutes, and sadly, it was not very well taken at all. Given away, but then rebounds straight back to him, and then given away again. Come on, Kwesi. Now maybe we can get you in down this right flank. Accelerate away from the man. I've got nobody in the box at the minute to aim for, though. We'll pull it back, then we'll cross it, and arriving is Samuel de Jong, but I think that came off Potter. It did. We've got a corner just before half-time. McCall to deliver it. It's a good ball in. Oh, I think Lyle Taylor may have even gotten in the way of Cooper there. It's going to drop to Ruiz, who's my centre-back. Drops to Sensi, the other centre-back. And then he shoots rather tamely into the hands of the keeper. Quite simple save for Lewis Price. It's going to be 0-0 at half-time here. Seemingly reenacting the game from yesterday's episode last month in the league. Ooh, come on, boys. Let's have a good second half and get ourselves in front. Ball down the line to Palmer. Ruiz is with him. Not anymore, he isn't. Decent delivery too. Taylor's up. Good save by Bennett. Dimitrov caught underneath it. Thankfully, our goalkeeper is our highest rated player. And he's 6'6", so that's going to help in almost every single situation. Taylor picking the ball up again. He's come closest for them to this point with that header a moment ago. It's a good delivery in, headed away. It's going to drop to Potter. Drops to Proctor, and they lead here, Rotherham. On the volley first time as it drops to him around the penalty spot. Simple finish for him. We're behind in the FA Cup. It just dropped. Lovely cushioned header, and to be fair, great technique. It's a good goal for Rotherham. We are 1-0 down after 55 minutes. That's a forward. Oh, it's a good whip. Proctor was onside, but the header straight at Bennett. The bowl is out, looking for Kwesi. Quickly looked to get it to Lyle Taylor, but it wouldn't switch player. I don't know whether it didn't register my pass, and that was Kwesi Appiah's genuine first touch that was that bad. That's why it wouldn't change player. I'm not sure. But we'll get it forward here. And McCall will look for Quezzy. This time we'll find Lyle Taylor. We'll just look to drive around the outside with Lyle and hopefully show some strength here. Well, necessarily so much strength. Oh, can't cross it either. Corner's going to have to come in. Here's McCall with the delivery, looking for the man at the near post. And I think that came off a defender. It did. I'm going to make a change though. Things just haven't gone my way in today's game, or this game so far. We're on Lugano. I might bring on Guerra as well, actually, for De Jong. Yeah, I think we'll leave it with just those two changes for now. See if we can get something from the game. I mean, at the very least, we should be able to force a replay, but I'd like to win if I can. Ruiz, Lyle Taylor. There's Quezzy. Appiah, well, held by Price. Got it on target well with his left foot, but unfortunately, it wasn't straight at the keeper. It was just a comfortable save for the keeper. Had to dive away for it. Again, I've not been very good in front of goal today. In the last episode, I struggled to score from open play. I think the only goal I did get in the 2 games I played before the squad report was from the penalty spot. My own personal goals appear to be drying up. Oh, that's a foul. Appear to be drying up slightly with this Wimbledon side right now. I hope it doesn't affect our promotion push. They're making a substitution, I believe. Something's happening because it won't let me skip anything. There we go. Now we've got a free kick. I will lay this off. And then get it in there to Sensi. And then look for Quezzy. We'll take the corner. I'm struggling with this Wimbledon side right now. Things in the Southampton series are getting better and better. But in this one, the simulated games are going very well. But the ones I'm actually playing myself, I'm not necessarily doing the side justice. To Lyle Taylor. Back to Quezzy. Oh, it's a nice turn. Oh, but I've not got the strength to hold the man off. I'm getting really frustrated right now that I can't find a way through this Rotherham backline. Quezzy shrugs off that challenge. We'll let go for... Oh, fly from the edge of the box, but he just couldn't keep it down. Not been good enough in this one. Not even close to good enough. Nice ball over the top. Proctor is very tall, but Ruiz does well to win the header. Cooper not strong enough to hold off Palmer there, and the ball switched across here to Calla. Rotherham have just outdone me today. I think it's fair and simple. I'm glad that if I am to lose, then it is in the Cup and not the League, because that is our priority, but I'm still pretty frustrated to be going out of the FA Cup. This is a competition I wanted to do really well in. Perhaps we'll have to prioritise the Cup in future seasons where getting promotion isn't necessarily the main aim. That's a good ball across, and that is definitely us going out of the FA Cup then, as they score a second with 2 minutes to go. Too much for me here, Rotherham, unfortunately. We're going out. Flicked on to Lyle Taylor. It's a good turn, but not going to get the chance to do anything with it. Final whistle goes, and we are out of the FA Cup. Rotherham fans absolutely delighted. Hell of a cry that went up at the end of the game. I had enough chances, I just wasn't good enough with them, unfortunately. Cambridge draw 1-1 with Cheltenham and go to a replay, which is nice to see. At least they're not out of the cup yet, but I most certainly am. Moving forward, I'd like to continue our league form. I don't know what's been up with me the past couple of episodes, as I mentioned in one of the highlights in that game. Last episode, all I scored was a penalty in 2 games that I played, and I haven't been able to score from open play again in this one. I'm going to have to remember to change Hara in training to his passing now, not his tackling. Oh, but I'm just not on it with this Wimbledon side right now. As things go from strength to strength in the Southampton career mode, we're slightly stuttering here in this one, which is something I don't want to be to become a trend. We'll accept that loan offer from Morecambe. Hopefully Aidan Peterson will leave us. Bury upcoming at the weekend. We are 4th in the league still, and quite considerably and quite comfortably inside the playoffs now by, well, at least 8 points, because we're 8 points ahead of Brentford in 6th, who are also still in the playoffs. Stoyanov has gone out on loan to Hamstat, which is good news. And we are, in fact, yeah, because Bradford are level on points with Brentford, we are 8 points inside the playoffs, and actually only 2 points off top of the table. All 3 of them now there on 43 points. As teams continue to drop points around us in the league as we've been winning games. Right, so I'll sim Bury, we'll play Fleetwood, and then we'll make a decision at the end of the episode as to who we play next. Simulate Bury, though. Fingers crossed. Maybe Hara and Dimitrov will score the goals, because they seem to be the ones that are doing so in these simulated games to this point in today's episode. I have have to wait and see. A draw wouldn't be the end of the world, but a win would be obviously preferable, especially with the fact that we've now really closed the gap to those at the top of the table. Perhaps automatic promotion isn't as far away as we initially thought. There's still a long way to go in the league. Still half an hour to be played in this game, and it's currently 0-0. If we could just get ourselves in front. Yes, Joe Pigott, of all people, off the bench. And a 1-0 win. That is massive. I can't believe I've had to rely on Joe Pigott to score me a goal. But he has done exactly that. And we are now level on points with Barnsley in second. So I believe it will be Barnsley that I play. I think I'll make that decision now. I forgot to change Hara again. I'll do that next time. It's just such a muscle memory habit to just go in, press Y, simulate all, and then before you know it, you're out of the training module and you've finished it already. Right, up next, Fleetwood. Then we'll simulate Cambridge, play Barnsley, and simulate Plymouth. De Jong. Go short here to Hara. Turning it back to De Jong. Look for Lyle Taylor. That's a good turn. Oh, what a start. 1-0 after 2.5 minutes. Why couldn't I have done that against Rotherham? Brilliant start here away from home against Fleetwood Town in the league. I don't know why I wasn't able to do that in the entire 90 minutes of the previous game, but it took just 2.5 to go in front here away from home. Thank you very much, Lyle. His 6th goal in the League One season. Low-scoring season for him so far, but you never know. That might be the start of a purple patch for him. I hope so. Appiah to Taylor. I don't know where the defender went. Put that through looking for Kwesi, and we're in for 2. We have 2. Electric start. Unreal. 2 goals in the first 5.5 minutes away from home against Fleetwood. I really didn't see this one coming at all, to be completely honest. Lyle Taylor gets the assist. Let this continue, please. Here to De Jong. Turns well. Taylor. Out to right. Will turn back and cross. And there is De Jong, or very nearly 3-0 after just 12 minutes. I don't know where this has come from. I'm glad that it's happening. I'm just not too sure where this particularly good performance has actually come from. Walker will cross again, and it's headed away by Eastham. Fleetwood will clear their lines properly this time. Walker into Kwesi to Lyle Taylor, powering past the defender with a heavy turn. That turns much better, and Lyle Taylor can't find the back of the net. We should be well out of sight already in this game after just 24 minutes. I can't believe we're not 4 or 5 goals up already. Here's Burns. In there to the man in the middle, and it will reach him. Oh, great save down low by Bennett. That's where all 6 foot 6 inches comes in handy. How he's gotten down to that, I'm not entirely too sure. Corners come in from Bobby Grant on that far side, and that should be cleared by De Jong and is well. Oh dear, nearly pulling themselves one back there, Fleetwood. They've done nothing offensively all game, and then pop up with a couple of really good chances that could have sent them right back in it. As it happens, we might be able to put them completely out of it with a counter-attack from that particular move. Dave Walcott just needs someone to arrive in the middle. We've got Wright here. It will drop to him again. Oh my God. I can't score a third. Good headed by Ruiz. Hara brings it down. Forward to Taylor, quickly around the corner to Kwesi. Kwesi drive forward, right foot, I trust. That's why I always want Kwesi on his right foot, not his left. His right is pretty deadly. Wonderful finish as the clock was, that's probably pretty close to 33-33. We have a 3-goal lead. Yes! Lovely ball by Nakano forward to Burns. If he's onside, this is a great chance. He's pulled it back, and they've... Diagaraga really should have done much better with that. I can't quite believe he's missed the target there. That's a really poor opportunity, or really good opportunity, very poorly taken. Schwabel. Nice turn, but De Jong picks it off. Where is he? Pokes it there for De Jong again. Making the run is Dave Walker. Lyle Taylor and Kwesi might actually want to maybe sprint, offer me some support. My CDM is doing so. Why aren't my strikers? Hello, boys. I know we're 3-0 up, but don't switch off and get lazy. Dimitrov in here to Hara. There's De Jong again. And Lyle Taylor, who spins well and scores us a 4th. All right, I take it back. Sorry, Lyle. I called you lazy, then you just pinged it tops from just over 20 yards. Fair enough. 4-0. This might well be our best win of the save so far. Grant with the corner for Fleetwood. Again, they continue to come forward. And again, they will have opportunities, but it's almost roles reversal. I've been really bad in front of goal recently, and Fleetwood are pulling a me from the past 3 games that I've played myself rather than simulated, but this one has gone very much according to plan and has almost made up for the previous 3 dud performances. 1 goal from the penalty spot in 3 games, and then 4, which Wright steps in. Not the fastest, but fast enough to get away here. Lyle Taylor could return it to him, actually, and it's a lovely ball into his path. Now, Lyle Taylor and Kwesi are both on hat-tricks, but that's going to drop to Samuel de Jong, who's turned well and scores us a 5th with a very good finish. Officially, then, my best win of this series. I think the previous was 4-0, and this is absolutely brilliant. I don't know where it's come from, but I'm very glad it's arrived. It gives me a lot of confidence, actually, after 3 dud goal-scoring performances. To just pop up with 5 in 1 game proves to me that, yes, no, we can do very well in this division and get ourselves promoted. And with the league form being as it is recently, we may well find ourselves yet getting automatic promotion and not have to rely on the lottery of the playoffs. Still 20 minutes to go here. 5-0 to Mikanovic. Nice turn by Bell and tackle. Nice interception by Schwabel, but we get it forward to Kwesi again. Look for Lyle Taylor, and then round the outside there is Bell. Will Bell in the box for 6? 6. We've scored 6. I scored 1 from the penalty spot from my last 3 games, and now I've scored 6. I'm as shocked as you guys are. I don't know where this performance has come from, but the longer it continues, the better. Can we play Fleetwood every week, please? It's Nakano driving down the line. Looking to get 1 consolation goal back. A clean sheet would be wonderful. And as we clear it away, I think we might just be getting it. And indeed we do! A 6-0 win. Sorry, Fleetwood. I don't know where that's come from. I feel kind of bad just rocking up and absolutely destroying you. But finally, we've gotten a performance that actually, or a scoreline that actually matches our performance. And my finishing, everything seemed to go on target in that one rather than wide in the previous few. Cambridge get a draw against Walsall. Peterborough win, which is annoying. But I think I'm going to sim Cambridge, and then I'll... do I play... I'll sim Cambridge and I'll play Barnsley. I think I'll sim Cambridge and I'll play Barnsley. Because of the nature of the fixture list and how tight these games are, 3 games in just 6 days, what we're going to do is I've completely changed the side for this game on Boxing Day. As you can see, Kwesi Appiah, the only recognised starting 11 player in said starting 11. With Cambridge being not one of the best teams in the division, I think Kwesi scores after 8 minutes. I think we might be okay with this team here to play and perhaps at least pick up a draw, but I'd like a win. We get a second through Hughes. And hopefully that should be game over at 2-0. We're in great form right now. Like, surprising great form. Giovanni Brown pulls one back. Kwesi Appiah finishes it off with his second against one of his former teams. By 3-1, we win. We are in great goal-scoring form right now. We'll play Barnsley and then simulate Plymouth. But I'm going to have to go and completely change the 11 around again, and then we'll jump in and play this game against... We are top of the league. Barnsley and Wigan were flying at the beginning of the season, and as we're at exactly the halfway point now, 23 games played of the 46, we are level on points with Blackburn and top of the league. Automatic promotion is a genuine possibility now. And Cambridge are in the relegation zone. Jung-Woon on the side to Moore. It was a very difficult game against Barnsley when we played them previously. We were able to get a narrow victory, but I had to work so damned hard to actually get it. It does actually make a change to be playing a home game. It's been a while since we've actually played at this ground. Everything we play normally tends to be away, because obviously you stand a better chance of getting a positive result if you simulate a home game. When we reach the Premier League, we'll be playing every single game, as I would with any other series. But just while we're in these lower divisions, of course, just to speed things up slightly, so it doesn't take us 4 in real life months to actually get to the Premier League, and you guys lose interest in the series. We are going at a month at a time right now, and it's been serving us well to this point. You guys really seem to be enjoying the series. I'm very much enjoying recording it and putting it out, and hopefully we'll be able to get ourselves automatic promotion this season. We have put ourselves in a great position at the halfway stage in this second season, and Hara, comes within half an inch of giving us a 1-0 lead. Wonka, cross here to Nasmula. Forward there to Isgrove, around the corner nicely to Moore, who's turned. Well, that's a great effort. It's wide though. Both sides, creating chances on goal, but still 0-0. But it definitely won't end 0-0. Not if the opportunities on goal come as thick and fast as they have done in the opening 20 minutes. There's more. Ball into John Woon. Been a very creative force for them in this game. Bennett with a good save. Thankfully, Ruben Hara's there to knock it away from the man that was waiting. But trying to get this off Nasmul. I have to be careful with Hara because he's on a yellow card. But we've done well to get it away. And we scored 6 in the last one. We most certainly won't be doing the same against a side like Barnsley. But I would like to get a victory if we possibly can to maintain our top of the table status. And now it looks like Lyle Taylor's going to pick up a yellow card as well. This referee is very card happy. Bradshaw, cross to Monker to Moore. That wide to Isgrove. That's a nice turn inside. Whoop. He's gone back the other way. That's a good delivery, but Sensi wins the header. Oh, and Taylor does brilliantly. Go on, Kwesi, keep rowing. Keep going. I almost said keep rowing there. Go on, Kwesi. Kwesi inside on his right. Kwesi. What a block. What a block. I was certain I was going to make it 1-0 there. Win that header, please. Sensi's up. He's yet to score, actually, from a set piece. He could do so here, though, and there we go. 6'5" defender. Yes. Winning against Barnsley, again, is huge. This would be a massive result, considering the league table and the way the results have gone in today's episode. Thank you, Sensi. It's about time your height paid dividends in the opposing box rather than just my own. Great header too. We are in front at last. We'll play it over the top. It will reach Tom Bradshaw. Sensi's with him. It's a good cross. Oh, I thought the keeper was going to... I thought the keeper was going to catch that. He started sprinting towards it. So I was like, well, I won't commit to the header because he's probably going to come and punch it. And he didn't go for it, Bennett. Oh, I should have just covered all my angles and just tried to clear it with the defender. But when that ball was floated to the back post and the keeper starts coming across like that, I thought he was going to go for it. Oh, they've equalised Barnsley, and that's really annoying. If it was going to be anyone, it was going to be Jaehyung Woon. Piggott, Taylor. Piggott? Yes. Piggott was hit well enough. Wasn't necessarily directed very well. It was straight at the goalkeeper, but he put his foot right through it. Get it in there to Ruben Hara. No, we won't. Well intercepted by Nasmula. 10 minutes to go. Both sides still trying their hardest to get the victory here, but I think a point would be a fair result. But whether we'll get that point or not remains to be seen. Lloyd Isgrove in my box, squares it across. We might not get that point because they've just gone 2-1 up. Isgrove, nice ball through to Bradshaw, to Mawat, over the top to Jaehyung Woon. Really running low on stamina, but still able to get away from me. Ball in, Sensi wins the header. 3 minutes added on at the end, and I'm not sure how much longer there is left of those 3 minutes now. Pretty sure as soon as we win possession, that might be game over. I can try and break up. No, there's no time at all. To be fair, when I beat Barnsley, they deserved a draw, and they've beaten me here, and I deserved a draw. So it's kind of 6-1 and half dozen of the other. We've both taken 3 points off each other this season, and to be fair, if we'd have drawn both games, we'd have only gotten 2 points. So actually, by winning and losing, we've fared better than we would have done if we'd drawn both games. So I can't complain too much. Peterborough lose, Cambridge win, which is huge. They had dropped into the relegation zone. We, unfortunately, have dropped down to third now with that defeat, and Barnsley leapfrog us, but we're only a point off first and second, and 8 points inside the playoffs. We're gonna at least get a playoff position this year, but whether we actually go up or not via the automatic positions, it looks like it's going to go all the way down to the final game of the season. We'll just have to wait and see how things go. We'll simulate this final game against Plymouth, and then that will be that for today's episode, and we'll head into the January transfer window. I will check one more time after we sim this game what the state of the youth scouts is. They're in inconsistent form, I think we can say, Plymouth, with a win, a draw and a defeat in their previous 3 games. Dion picking up an early yellow card. Cambridge go 1-0 down, but they're playing Barnsley, which is fair enough. Can't expect Cambridge. Oh, they've equalised. Go on, Barry Court. And Lyle Walker's given us a 1-0 lead as well, but they've equalised 6 minutes later. That sucks. Lyle Taylor picks up an injury. That's not necessarily the best of news. Can we score again, Ples? Maybe. Dimitrov! Oh, it had to be him, didn't it? It was going to be Dimitrov or Hara, and Hara's not on the pitch. So the left-back steps up. We beat Plymouth. Where does that put us in the league table? Have we gone back into the top 2? Updating you facts and figures taking a long time. No, we are not back into the top 2. However, we've a number of players that have left on loan, which is good news. He's out for 7 days, Lyle Taylor. That is manageable. That's fine. Youth Squad Monthly Report. This is just for Schwartz. Oliver Rose. He's 62 rated. He looks really good, actually. Already at 62. I will promote you to the senior team and start training him, probably, actually. He looks like he could be a very decent acquisition. McLean is okay, but Rose is obviously much more vastly progressed with regards to his growth. Bejarano 67, Rose 62, Sensi 66, and Marion Marie 67. We have ourselves some decent defenders at the club now, and I'll start training Rose as well, perhaps, and we'll see how far he can go. He did have really good potential, didn't he, towards the late 80s. So hopefully we've gotten 4 solid centre-backs that will see us out now for the rest of the season and for next season and maybe even the season after that. Schwartz still 50 rated. Grow, please. Thank you. That'd be nice. Right. Oh, come on. Well, we've got 5-star experience, but not 5-star judgment. I want, at the very least, a 5-star, 4-star. Ollie, you're not quite good enough. Oh, well. We will leave us in 3rd in the league then for today. Cambridge, yes, Cambridge are out of the relegation zone. Go on, boys. It's going to be close for relegation. It's going to be close for the title as well. We're a point off it at the minute, but there's still 19 games to be played. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out any further content. There'll be a Southampton video later on this afternoon, and I'll see you then.